Oh yeah, what's up guys? Steve Larsen, boom, sorry. Welcome to Sales Funnel Radio. And today I'm gonna teach you guys the wealth formula and why I'm so jazzed all the time about what I do.
I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9-to-5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business, using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
What's up, guys? Hey, I'm really pumped about this episode. I think I say that every episode, but it's true. Hey, what I want to do, this is a little bit of a different style. I actually am going to cut over pretty quickly over here to something that I did at OfferMind. And in OfferMind, what I was doing was I was teaching the wealth formula. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to walk through just kind of logically with people, okay, how much money could I make doing other things, right? One of the biggest questions I get from people as I start to do, like right now I'm doing the One Funnel Away Challenge again, which super excited to have all you guys in there again, which is awesome. But the One Funnel Away Challenge is specifically targeted to work with new people, which is kind of my specialty, and which is why I do it, which is exciting. But the wealth formula is my answer to people when they come to me, when they're new, and they say, Steven, this is really cool, but like, it seems like a lot. Like there's gotta be another way. Is there, how long does it take the average person to be successful with this? I hate that question, okay? It drives me nuts. I'm like, well, how bad do you wanna make $1 million? And it's not as crazy as you might think if you just do it, you know what I mean? So what I like to do is I like to walk through, and so I decided to do it at OfferMind. And at OfferMind, what I did was I walked through and showed like, look, here's how much money you can basically expect to get from this kind of investment vehicle, from this kind of investment vehicle, from this kind of So first of all, I want to caveat and just say like, look, I know, I get it. I'm sure that there are people out there making more money, right, in some of the ways that I'm talking about in this video that you're about to see. And I get that. I'm talking about like the 80% majority, right? I'm talking about, I don't want to learn stuff where I have to learn exceptions to the rule in order to make cash. I'm talking about the rule, right? If I do these things, well, I get just about this amount of money, right? I'm not looking for like, well, you could make more money by doing X, Y, and Z. I'm like, yeah. But I'm looking at like the 80% rule, the default. If I do these things, will I make this much cash? Will I make you know what I mean? And so what I started doing is I started looking through and checking out like, okay, stocks, how much on average does the average person make? Real estate, on average, how much does the average fix and flip person make? This investment vehicle, this one. Really fascinating, first of all, to look at that. So what I'm gonna go do is share that with you. So let's cut over to real quick here and you can see that video. And then the call to action on this video you guys will see is an invite if you wanna come into my Offer Lab program. If you guys want more of my help, I know there's a lot going on with it. If you want more of my help and and you want, seriously, some are having me fly out to them. We actually have a program for that now. That's what I've been so fastly building behind the scenes is that. Everyone's asking me for it. And I'm like, man, why haven't I just made something that can actually handle that? So we did, and I did, and we have it. So if you want to, the call to action on the end of this video is more information on how to do that. So you can go to myofferlab.com and it will teach you how to, if you're like, hey, I just want to spend a couple days with you and a group of others, great, there's that option. Or hey, if you want to fly out to me, great, there's that option. Or Steven, please come to my office, great, there's that option. In fact, I'm really psyched. Literally in 2 weeks here, we're actually flying to Hollywood. Let's go work with some really cool guys that work with all the Hollywood actors and helping them with their business and what they do with them as well, which is really exciting. And they took that option. So anyways, I'm excited for all those of you guys I have been flying out to and doing things with. There's a lot going on behind the scenes I haven't been documenting because I've been waiting for the last few pieces to get in place. They're there. I'm excited about that. But anyways, let's cut over to the wealth formula. And then afterwards, you guys can get more info you want on me coming out to you. Guys, thanks so much. We'll see you. And let's cut over there. Bye.
One of the benefits of being able to hang out with the people I've been able to is, like, if they think a course is cool, do you think I should probably think it's cool too? I'm like, man, you run a $100 million company, you should probably think that's cool also. You know what I mean? Or like, hey, I really learned a lot from this. I'm like, what was the name of that again? I go look it up and buy it, right? I bought so many books when I worked at ClickFunnels that I never read, right? Because I was just like, I need to make sure I have that info. So in the future, I'll be able to actually consume it. If he thinks that's amazing, whew. Or when he was talking to Tony Robbins, I was like right there, or Robert Kiyosaki, or all these people. I'm sitting right there and they're like, oh man, I read this great book lately. It was amazing. I was like, buy it, that's awesome. You think that's awesome? Okay, whatever it is, I've never heard of it. Boom, right? And so I heard this for the first time when I was over there. And it was life-changing to me. I already believed in funnels, but this was amazing. Okay, I want to teach you guys the wealth formula. Awesome. Capitalist pig. Guy's cool with a little goofball. Alrighty. Think about this. I called this presentation, What Yield Will You Learn to Earn? So think about this real quick, okay? I want to actually write this down as we do this, and you guys are going to see this formula play out, okay? Figure out how much money you're willing to put away in an account every month for the rest of your life. An investment account, something you don't touch. How much would you guys be willing to put into that? $50, $100, something like that? $3,000 a month, awesome. Hang out with him, okay? How much would you put away for the rest of your life in an account you never touched, just meant for investments? Write that amount down. I'm gonna use $165 as kind of an example for this, okay? Let's say, can everyone put $165 in an account every month? Totally, right? And if you're like, hey, I can't do that right now, that's okay. You have another, right? You're solving the problem ahead of that, and that's all right. That's all right, okay? But if you're like $165 a month into an account every month for the remainder of my life, okay? Okay, how long will you leave it there? Let's say 25 years. Okay, 25 years, you're gonna leave it in there in this account. You're not gonna touch it much, right? It's not meant for income, right? Revenue to your personal bank. Is this making sense so far? Okay, next thing, what you need to understand is like what yield you'll get. What yield will you actually get? What yield, right? That's one of the things I wanna talk about with this, okay? Now the last question is what total do you want? Now, for this example, let's say it's $1 million. If you want $1 million, and I just want to run through a few examples of this, okay? Okay, because if you knew how, like the question said, right? If you knew how to earn a higher yield, what does that mean for you? This is huge. I want to show you how that one number is amazing for you, okay? So I made a little table here. I know. I even figured out how to make animations in PowerPoint the other day. That's really funny. Okay, let's say I take $165 every single month. $165 every single month at a yield of 0%. Every month, right, for 25 years. How much money would I have? I would have $49,500, right? Meaning I'm not earning any income on that. There's no interest. There's no money coming back in, right? Does that make sense? Meaning I'm basically putting it under my mattress. I know you mathematicians are freaking out over the fact that it's zero and technically it's zero, okay? Get past that. Meaning you're not doing anything with it, okay? Okay, nothing with it. It's staying under the mattress. That's $49,500 that you'd be basically collecting, okay? Could you live off that if you retired? Probably not, right? Yeah, not for long, right? You get real creative real fast off of that. Okay, let's say I take $165 and I want to learn to earn 3%, right? Where can I learn to earn 3% and put it in for 25 years? Right? What would the total be for that? It's actually $73,775. I left the cents out of all these. Okay, that's how much money you would have. Where can I learn to earn that?
Stocks.
Some savings accounts I'm talking guaranteed. You understand? Like a guaranteed way to earn that. There's some savings accounts out there, right now. Not many anymore, but there are, that'll give you 3%. Just leave it in there. Guaranteed, 73 grand. Make sense? Okay, I want to talk, anyway, this is amazing stuff. Okay, $165, and let's say 6% for 25 years, that actually equals $114,000. What's an investment vehicle that guarantees you will make that much money in 25 years? Your 49 grand will turn to 114. A CD. Right? You can totally get 6% from a certificate of deposit from a bank. You loan the bank your money, basically. You're going to get back 6% 25 years after that. This is assuming, right, $165 every month. You just keep kind of putting back in, right? You guys understand this? Yeah. Obviously, right? But it's cool, right? Okay, let's keep going. $165, let's say you learn to earn 7%, 25 years. That turns into $134,000. Okay, and you keep writing this down and look to see what it is. I looked up a stat, actually, when I was making this up, okay? I looked up a stat. Last year, the average mutual fund made 7% from a 401k. Isn't that crazy? That sucks. How much is inflation? Ooh, I'm hearing a lot of numbers. That's the freaky part, isn't it? Right? That sucks. So it's going to drop quite a bit here and there. Do you think the price of money is going to, or the value of money is going to go up or down? Down, right? It's on the way down, right? Not only could China buy us now, I think Canada could, right? You know what I mean? The dollar's going down, baby. Yeah, right. They're the ones that made the American flag for $3 that they sent over. Okay, let's say I take $165 and I want to learn to earn 10%. What is a guaranteed way to earn 10%, right? For 25 years, that's going to turn into $220,000. Yeah, a lot of mutual funds. Mutual funds will do that, you know? Again, not a lot of them that much anymore either, right? But pretty much guaranteed along the way, right? I'm looking at very sustainable, secure things to go put my money into, okay? All right, next one, $165 for 16%, 25 years. What will get me a 16% return? Options start to get a little bit lower, right? Different kinds of real estate, investment businesses, yeah, right? So that'll turn in to $654,000. $165 every single month for 25 years. And that return is going to turn into that amount. Okay, that food franchise that I created, that empanada thing, the professors were freaking out. I stood up and I was so embarrassed at my numbers at the end of that semester. That empanada business, that semester I did with that thing, I stood up and I was like, hey, we had to do a full financial P&L state, like the whole financial spread on it. This is what happened. We had to pay out. We had actual employees. It was a real thing. And at the end, I was like, we got 16% returns, and I learned a lot at least. And there was a guy in the back. He was the guy who was the CMO of Denny's. He goes, you got 16%? I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I know, I tried really hard. It sucks, you know? Fire me, please. And he goes, that's amazing. In the food business, that's not easy. I was like, and I did, knee-jerk reaction, just yelled out. I was like, that sucks. And in front of a huge sea of class members, right? And they're in the back and they're saying this over like, that's amazing. I was like, that sucks. I'm never going into the food business ever. That's what you get, and that's good? Huh. Every dollar I make, right, I put in, I get 16 cents back out. Like, oh my gosh, garbage. I'm never gonna do that, okay? I'm never gonna do that, okay? And it's not like that's not as guaranteed either, and it's not nearly as passive as some of those others, right? Okay, 20%. What investment vehicles will do 20% returns for you? $165 every single month, 25 years. That turns into $1.4 million. Ooh, now we're starting to get it, right? Yeah, tax lien properties. That's like hyper guaranteed by the government, right? You could take $165 every single month, package it all up, and once a year go down to the county courthouse steps and buy as many tax lien properties as possible. And the government says, I guarantee you an 18% return, even like 36% return. It's backed, guaranteed by the government, right? Who didn't know you could do that? Interesting, right? There's a lot of hands. Way more hands than I expected. Wow, yeah, you can do that. I don't know if you guys do that. Okay, that's crazy though. That would turn into $1.4 million. Congratulations, I also made you millionaires. Okay, is that cool? That's cool. It's freaking pennies. Let's keep going. $165 every single month for 25 years at a return of 25%. What vehicle would give you that kind of return? $3.9 million is what that would turn into. Shady business. Oh, I thought you said shady. But most people think it is, isn't it? That's sad. Yeah, really crappy business would do that. Fix and flips will definitely do that. Right? I've got great friends that go and do this, which is awesome. And they'll try and flip hundreds of houses in a year, right? And obviously that varies a lot for different things, but that's a totally realistic number to get. It's kind of low, right? That's a realistic number to get. 25% on fix and flips. Buy it, fix it up, sell it. Buy it, fix it up, sell it, right? Let's keep going. You gotta say it low when you do it. Let's keep going. Dirty. Let's say I put $1 a month into something every month, right, for 25 years and get 100% return, what would my return be after 25 years? It's freaking huge. $375 million. Now, I know you guys are going to laugh at this, but it's to illustrate a point of what you're sitting on if you just do this. Sales funnels, okay? Guys, I have built so many funnels. This is one of the stories I almost told, but I realized it'd be better here, okay? There was a guy we built a funnel for. He came to Russell and I, and he taught you how to kill people, okay? And this sounds really crazy, but he was teaching you self-defense and not like the karate, I'm gonna use this move, that move. It was like the dirty foul play, let's just make you live kind of stuff, right? It was really interesting. We went and we hung out in Russell's garage, his wrestling mat, for 2 days. And I had to like mimic poking Russell's eye out with my thumb, like all this crazy crap, man. It was really, really interesting. And we made this awesome funnel for these guys. They were amazing at what they did. And they taught us all about biology and the way the body really is, and hit that organ, that one, and then boom, it's like done. Like, holy crap. It was like, I love you, Russell. This is really heavy. You know, like, oh man, it was like, we weren't allowed to talk to each other. We were each other's test dummies for 2 days. It was really interesting. And it was effective, but it was like heavy. You're like, oh gosh. And we went and we built this funnel for him. This has happened multiple times, guys. Multiple times, okay? We built this awesome funnel for him. We put it together, right? And John starts driving traffic, and we were putting $1 in. He was getting $1.30 back out. They were pissed. They were so mad. They were so mad at us. I was like, what is wrong with you, right? And it would go up to like $1.40 back out, $1.50 back out, $1.30, $40, $50, $1.30, $40, $50. You know, they're like, what's going on? This is crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? We would be throwing a party right now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, let's think about this. You're putting $1 in, and basically for free, you're getting $1.50 back out plus some customers along the way, people on your list. Just upsell them something. And you would have that's $1 million scenario. Even if they were just breaking even, you're getting customers for free. That is $1 million scenario. If you suck, right? If you're bad, that's $1 million scenario. So that's why my whole goal, I just want funnels that put $1 in and get $2 back out. That's literally, hold on, let's keep going. I want to be able to go in. That's my whole goal. When I actually launched ads for Secret MLM Hacks, I put $4,000 in ads, right? $4,000 out on ads. That week, $8,000 came back in. I took the $8,000, true story. This happened in June-ish when we actually decided to turn ads on for real. Okay. Put that $8,000 in, and 16 came back out. I was like, this is sick, let's do it again, right? I was like, oh my gosh, right? The next week, right, I went and grabbed 16 grand, 32 came back out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is starting to get big. Whew. Didn't take profit, very key. Don't take profit for a while. Took the 32 grand, put it back in, and that month, crap, only 48 came back out. Darn it. $4,000 to 48 grand. Find an investment vehicle that does anything like what funnels do. That's my point, okay? There is no better investment opportunity. There's no better vehicle for making it rain in your life and learning this game than sales funnels. It's like when someone comes to me and you're like, oh, I could save you, a couple percentage points on your house. I don't freaking care. You know what I mean? I am focused on how to make money, not save it. I'm not a coupon cutter, okay? And I want you guys to get that same mentality too, right? My mom is amazing. She's so cool. She would walk into like these grocery stores. We get 2 grocery carts full of food, and they'd give her $400 at the same time. It was like, I don't know how you deal with coupons, but she figured out a way to do it. It was nuts, okay? You take the same amount of effort and just figure out how to play a piece of this game, right? It's not on the same scale as school. You don't need to get an A in funnel building to make a lot of money. You can get an F and put $1 in and get $1.50 back out. That is a 50% return. You see what I'm saying with this? It's where Papa Larsen comes out a little bit. Oh, it's delicious. I love it when he says, what's up, Papa Larsen? Okay, check this out. So I put $1 in, 50% yield, which is super, super, super. That's common on Facebook ads. When I first launched, I put $1 in, I was getting 4 back out for a while, right? And then ad fatigue starts, and that's totally normal as well. Ad fatigue starts, and now, oh crap, I'm only putting $1 in, getting $2 back out. Dang it. That's awesome, right? What's the move at that point? You call your ads person and say, turn it up, borrow if you need to, man, dump it in, right? It's this, anyway, is that right? Does that make sense? And what we do is, this is how I've done it. Guys, you go, you take the money, you put it in, $1 in, $1.50 back out on a crappy ad, right? Or maybe it broke even, or maybe you lost money because it's the first few times you've ever done it. Sweet, who cares, okay? I publish, I build up an audience, and then what I do, I sell to that audience. How much did it cost me to build the audience? Nothing, because I'm publishing on a podcast. They come in, they take the first, I've never put $1 of my own into my business, ever. I've never taken a loan, okay? I've never done, ever, I've put $1 of my own in because I build up the audience, sell the audience, they guide me in the creation of the thing, I sell it to them, they give me the cash, I take that cash and go dump it immediately back into ads, sweet. Oh, 1-to-2 ratio, boom, back in, boom, back in, boom, back in. Woo! Those numbers start to get real big real fast after like the 5th or 6th time in. Okay, welcome to the greatest game ever. This is so freaking fun. Is that cool? Yeah. That is why you learn to be a funnel builder. That's why. The numbers are easy to work and you can suck at it and still make a lot of money. But too many people are like, I can't launch it, it needs to be perfect. Like, oh man, okay? If I put $1 in, I get 50% return back out. That's super realistic returns right there. And that's how a lot of people do it. All these people that make $1 million in 3 or 4 months and get the actual 2 comical reward, that's how they do it, okay? They just know the numbers. They've taken the time to look at the numbers, okay? So if it's like bad returns on an ad, right? $1 in, 50 cents back out. I'm not even thinking about the fact that I might be upselling them something. I'm just thinking on that funnel, right? You go and add another funnel and bam, right? Way more money. Who's it that said a well-executed idea is worth 10 lifetimes of hard work? Who said that? I can't remember who said that. I think it was Jay Abraham on a beach. Anyway. So, right, $1 in, 50 cents, or $1.50 back out, 25 years. If you just did that and you sucked and you didn't do any upsells or anything else, it's $5 million, okay? You can afford to suck at it for a while. Most people aren't willing to do that though, right? And get the help when they need it and they go out and they go ask. Sales funnels are the method for doing that. Okay, $1 in, $1.50 back out. Is that cool? I just wanted to go by the numbers a little bit on this. Does that make sense, everybody? Like what I just did right there? Does it install hope in the noggin? Yeah. Good. Okay, because you can be real bad at the game and still make it rain. Well, that's another good one. It's gonna be a lot of t-shirts soon.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. Please remember to rate and subscribe. Hey, I know this game can take a few tries to get the money flowing, especially the first time, right? And that can suck. I also know from experience how frustrating it can be to know your business is just a few tweaks away from your next big payday, but you don't know what tweaks to make. I've felt completely paralyzed by that in the past, and it sucks. I've been blessed to work with thousands of new and successful businesses over the last 3 years, and 2 things have really shocked me. One, I began noticing the pattern to success is vastly the same, but everyone's spot on the path is obviously different. Secondly, I've been shocked and overwhelmed with the number of people asking for my help and my systems and funnels in their business. Well, until now, I've never had a system and product in my own business to help you build yours. And I'm finally able to be public about all this. If you'd like my help to build your offer, sales message, funnel, and even your content machine, go to myofferlab.com. The path to online and offline success is 80% the same regardless of the product, price point, or industry. And it works if you're new or already a killer in business. You can get more details on how to get my personal attention and frameworks in your own business by going to myofferlab.com. In-person classes are limited to 60 people each, and frankly, I can only do about 2 of these a year. Get more details and even jump on the phone with us for free at myofferlab.com.